What the hell? Oh my God, no way. What? what's good with y'all? How y'all doing? How y'all doing out there? You already know what it is, people. We are in here, people. Biz Ovation. Biz Ovation. People, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Welcome back to another Tribe Show, another Gas Mask Tribe Show, Biz Ovation, where vision and motivation meets. And today we are talking about ex-wife of Elon Musk says that her ex-husband has a tribal mentality. Why am I bringing this up? Why did I choose to bring this story? Because if you have no vision, no motivation, you ain't making no money. Pretty much what I'm saying, you're not prospering. So that's what this is all about. We're gonna get into it, man. You know what I mean? We're gonna have a conversation, you know what I mean? We're gonna have a conversation. People, I'm gonna bring this up. Let's get this right started.
My baby daddy.
You know what I mean? Right. Let me get this started right. Okay, perfect.
You know,
Let me go ahead and play this for y'all. People, thank y'all so much, man. If you're just now tuning in, hit that like button if you haven't already. Just been a very, very great day today. You know, I can't complain. Just all the great stuff. And, you know, just really, I've been watching a new movie, y'all. Have y'all seen this new movie called Beef? It's on Netflix. This shit is fucking dope. Like, it's really a dope ass movie. I was fucking shocked. I was literally like, it's such a dope movie. You know what I mean? But if anybody's seen that, I was fucking shocked. Let me know. Let me know if you guys seen that movie. That movie was such a good movie. It's on Netflix. Y'all go check it out. It's about an Asian family. You know, one rich, one is poor, looking for money, all that good stuff. Man, it's such a dope thing. It's really weird. It's quirky, but it's such a dope meaning behind it. It has a dope. I mean, you guys go check that out whenever you get some time. But definitely, you know, I'm definitely and enjoying the week. You know, we had such a great week, man. Let me just get this all in here right quick. Make sure we are solid. Okay, cool. We are solid. Good. All right, let me get y'all hooked up.
Nor, as I sometimes like to think of him, my baby daddy, is the visionary Elon Musk of Tesla and SpaceX. I met him when I was 18. He was 19. We were at college. He would call me up. He always had classical music playing in the background. And he would ask me out, and I would say no. And he would call me up again, and he would ask me out, and I would say no. And it went on.
Because he was a beta. That's exactly why.
On like this until we ended up living together in an apartment in the Bay Area, which we shared with 3 roommates and a miniature dachshund who was not house trained. And by the time we divorced, we were living in a house in Bel Air with no roommates and a miniature dachshund who still was not house trained.
Man, hit that like button, everyone. Hit that like button while you're in here. Hit that like button. If you haven't already, just tap it. It's all right. It's okay. People, if you're not watching on Facebook, come over to YouTube. Come over to YouTube. The stream is going to end soon. Come over to YouTube where we continue the conversation. But yeah, let's keep going.
So it's a really funny Simpsons episode. Elon has this meaningful relationship with Homer. It's very bromantic. And at one
It's bromantic.
point, the Smithers character says to another character that somebody like Elon must have a darkness in his soul. And as a dark fantasy writer who's had novels published by major publishers and stories and anthologies and has a blog, this line leaped out at me because I actually think a lot about creativity and darkness and the larger-than-life nature of these people that we call visionaries and geniuses, or as my son likes to say, genii. And darkness does not have to mean evil. You know, it can refer to anything that has not yet been brought out into the light.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Not all darkness is darkness. That is a very, very great point. You know what I mean? That's a very freaking great point. Very. You know what I mean? Because people like to say everything that's in the dark is bad, or you know what I mean? But if it hasn't been brought to the light, like I like the way she put that. That's true. I like that.
That lives in the space beyond boundaries, beyond our comfort zone, where a lot of us do not want to go. The writer Lucy H. Pierce has a quote that I like a lot. She says, "As creatives, our job is to uncover what lies in the darkness and give it new life, new identity." And I realize that artists and entrepreneurs are a lot alike, and that they are both obsessed with creating something out of nothing.
That is true. That I pride myself on doing that. I pride myself on taking something from nothing and making it profitable. Like I do see myself as an engineer. I do kind of see myself as very tribal thinking, because I'm very focused on the things to push culture forward and to push the community forward in a way that it moves on prosperity and great abilities to sustain itself throughout life, right? Because that's the thing, we need great abilities. Like, we don't need a motherfucker just telling us, oh yeah, I know how to make this and I know how to do that. But no, we need a great abilities, adaptability also. But yeah, I do see that myself. Like, as a creative person, I'm very freaking creative and I'm always in the lab. So I can see how what she's saying makes a lot of sense, because we become obsessive. Like, we become very obsessive in what we do. So that's so facts, you know what I mean? And that's something I'm telling you, like, you got to become that way. You got to become that type of person where you can see past your normalcy around you.
With pulling value from the dark. So when I was preparing this talk, I said to Elon, you know, so do you have any advice that I could maybe give to bright young things in the audience who might want to, like, grow up to be you one day? And he did say something, which I'll get to at the end. But he also said, you know, I don't know if they would still want that, if they really knew what it's like to be me. And it made me think that before we call these people visionaries, before they have that kind of success, we have other words for them. We call them, you know, geek, or outsider, socially awkward, weird, a little different.
Yes, I've been called geek a couple times. No matter of fact, I've been called white boy. You guys know how many people how many family members have like told me, like, yo, you do stuff like white people. You act like a white person. I just want great things in life. It's not a color on that. Like, I've heard that so many times that if made me fucking feel weird. Weird as fuck. I felt weird, right? And I think that's something that we have to understand. Like, just because you may talk proper, just because you may want to move your life a different way, doesn't mean you're fucking, like, it doesn't mean you're different. You just want to be exceptional. That's fucking it. You just want to be fucking exceptional. And whether people and life has a way of making you feel like you're not exceptional, it's up to you to figure out that. You got to make a way out to figure that out. I think that's what we're seeing here in this story with Elon Musk's wife. You know, that's what we're really seeing here. Let's keep going.
Visionaries, before they have that kind of success, we have other words for them. We call them, you know, geek, or outsider, socially awkward, weird, a little different, odd one out.
And I am socially awkward sometimes. So I literally identify with I get it. And I've been that hood, dude. I'm the hood guy. I came from the streets, all that crazy shit. I get it. Y'all can see it in my appearance. It's not easy to can tell, right? But I've been told that you're the odd one. You're the black sheep. That's why I created this whole gas mask tribe. Because we're like the black sheep in the world. We're the odd ones. We're the oxymorons. We're the ones people don't really like. They don't think we're the ones that's going to change the fucking world, right? And all of a sudden you got the Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk and all the other big billionaires who literally changing the way we see life now. It's really impactful, you know what I mean? That people will look at those people as weird, and all of a sudden they're the one that's making changes.
I'd been friends with one person for 10 years before he told me that when he was a kid, he hated going to school because the other kids liked to follow him home and they would throw soda cans at his head. So he sought refuge in computer games, which got him into coding, which led to the creation of his first company, which he sold by the time he was in his mid-20s. So, you know, nobody is throwing cans at him now.
Facts. People, if you're just now hearing music in the background, I'm at a studio, so you're gonna hear some music throughout the podcast, but we're gonna keep this going. People, just understand the value of what I'm trying to show you. To have vision without motivation is like it's like having faith with no works. It takes two to tangle. You gotta be able to put two and two together and tangle with that motherfucker. Like literally, that's literally what it is, right? It's business, vision, motivation. Like literally, that's literally how life is supposed to be presented in a way to show you how to get the best things out of fucking life. That's why I have time to talk to you guys like this, to show you guys what I've done that helped me out, and maybe it can inspire you to want to actually go and start something to change the earth. Like literally, you don't need a lot of people to make $1 million. You want to make $1 million? It's very fucking easy. Just find 1,000 people that would give you $10,000, or find 10,000 people that would give you $100, like, or 20,000 people that would give you $50. Like, it takes those simple things. Find the fucking problem, and then you bring up with the solutions, and now you know how to sell a product to the people that needs that target product or audience. Like, it's just that simple. It's not even hard. It's just that people make it hard because this is the situations around them, right? They take life, bills, kids, job, all this other fucking shit, and they let the life get inside their fucking head, and they just go off the Richter. They don't, I'm gonna just go to my job, I'm not gonna continue the business. Like, life is meant to be challenged. That's why we fucking live it. Anyway, let me keep on.
During my years with Elon, I became familiar with a distinct and deeply tribal mentality known as engineers, which he sold by the time he was in his mid-20s, so, you know, nobody is throwing cans at him now. During my years with Elon, I became familiar with a distinct and deeply tribal. During my years with Elon, I became familiar with a distinct and deeply tribal mentality. Time he was in his mid-20s, so, you know, nobody is throwing cans at him now.
Tribal mentality.
During my years with Elon,
tribal mentality.
I became familiar with a distinct and deeply tribal mentality known as engineers. And once when my dad came to visit, I was taking him to see Elon at Elon's first company, Zip2. And we were crossing through the office park, and we saw these lanky dudes in jeans and t-shirts, and they were racing these remote-controlled contraptions around the parking lot and banging them into cars. And my dad said to me, "Oh, are these the children of the engineers?" And I said, "No, Dad, these are the engineers." And when Elon and I would travel, and we had to fill out those forms at customs that wanted to know your occupation, you know, Elon never wrote down CEO or King of the World or Studley International Playboy. He wrote engineer, and he wore jeans and t-shirts to work. And whenever we went shopping for clothes, or later consulted with the stylist whose name was Martin, he would say, no, you don't understand. I can't look cool or hip because I have to look like an engineer. And one of the things that he told me, although I don't know if it's as true now as it was back then, was that engineers could not quite figure out why it was that the suits made the big money when it was the engineers who actually built the stuff that they were selling. And meanwhile, the suits would listen to the engineers talk and they would have no idea what they were saying. And that's when I realized that Elon was somebody who had learned to speak both languages, and he could move between the tribes because he was an engineer in a suit. And he brought together.
You guys missed it. You guys missed it. She said he could move within the tribes. He has a tribal mentality. He understood both ends of the market. He understood the engineers. He understood the suits who didn't understand the engineers. So he understood the language between the two tribes. This is something that people are not versatile in themselves in. This is something that's so important that as people, we have to look and have a vision on our life. You have to see the vision. See the vision in your life. Like, stop spending time to buy all the fucking trinkets and golds and all the other shit, right? Spend some time to understand how to move your life forward in the ways that is beneficial. Try to break generational wealth. You want to be able to give the wealth that you have to your kids, but be able to show them how to maintain that and sustain it. It just stuff like that, man. I got one more for y'all, man. This is a little controversial. Now, this is still Elon Musk. We know he has the tribal mentality. We know he has billions of dollars. We know he dates multiple women. Like, we get it, right? But the whole point I wanted to bring up is that Elon Musk is not like any different from us, people. I'm literally serious. He's not no different from us. But people like to make it seem like that. He just worked hard like we all worked hard. I'm telling you, you can do it. There's black billionaires that's done the same thing. There's white. I mean, come on, man. I could talk about this shit all day. But this is something that where Elon Musk is not in too good with his family because he works too fucking much. Right. And I think that's something that we as people may not understand. Like, working too much can mess us up. Right. And it messed him and his family up. I have a video I want to play for you guys right now. That's going to go in depth and, what I'm talking about. I just want to make sure that this is here. And it's definitely something that, okay, cool. Yeah. We there. My bad. That was my fault. Totally my fault. I thought I didn't have it, but I did. So this is about his son. His son has transitioned over and, got the whole lifestyle, right? And when you work too much, your family can get haywire. It can get haywire.
My ex-husband, or as I sometimes like to think of him, my baby daddy, is the visionary.
And that was, I'm sorry. So, and that was like, give me, bear with me 1 second, y'all. Okay, that it is. Bear with me 1 second. It was 1 second. There we go. Here we go, y'all. My bad. I was totally my fault. Forgive more. Make sure we. Here we go. All right.
Musk's daughter, Vivian, formerly known as Xavier, recently petitioned a court to change her gender and her name, stating she wants to cut all ties with her father. So what kind of relationship did Vivian have with Elon? Is Vivian's gender identity the reason she doesn't want to be associated with her famous dad? And fans are now accusing him of being transphobic. So is that the reason Vivian doesn't want to be related to Elon anymore? Elon Musk fathered 8 children in total. However, his first child died in infancy. Elon's first child, a baby boy, was born in 2002 during his marriage to Canadian author Justine Wilson. Elon and Justine divorced in 2008, and that same year, Elon started dating English actress Tallulah Riley.
Elon proposed really quickly. The idea of being swept off your feet is appealing, and I'd probably have said yes to anyone that seemed half sensible if they proposed after 10 days, just because it's kind of an interesting thing.
Man, nigga, she said this. This is what she said. She said yes to the bag. Yes, she said yes to the ring, nigga. She said yes to the bag. Where my video at? Oh man, I can't find my video. Ah man, I was finna play my. Oh, here he is.
Go get that bag. Nigga, go get that bag.
That's exactly what she did. She went and got that bag.
Thing to do.
In December 2014, Elon filed for a second divorce from Tallulah before withdrawing his motion.
Damn!
Tallulah, Elon started dating Amber Heard. And though Elon and Amber dated for only a few months,
Is this the same Amber Heard that shitted on Johnny Depp bed sheets? Okay. Well,
they reportedly created frozen embryos together, which Elon allegedly wanted to destroy after the breakup, but Amber insisted on keeping. In 2021, Amber welcomed her first child, daughter Una Page, via surrogate. And because she didn't reveal the baby's paternity, a lot of people have speculated that Elon is the baby's father. After ending things with Amber, Elon went on to date Canadian musician Grimes. And in May 2020, Grimes gave birth to their son, naming him Archangel.
do they got tattoos on the baby face? That's how you know that mama gangster.
So Elon and Grimes eventually changed their son's name to Xaeaxii, Musk. However, a little over a year after welcoming his son with Grimes, Elon confirmed breakup rumors and said he and Grimes are semi-separated. Elon said he was single and spending most of his time around Boca Chica, Texas, near SpaceX's Starbase launch facility. This place is basically like a technology monastery, you know? Elon told Time. There are some women here, but not many, and it's remote. However, in her March 2022 interview with Vanity Fair, Grimes described her relationship with Elon as fluid, and she also dropped a bombshell, revealing that in December 2021, she had with Grimes, Elon always referred to his other 6 children as boys. And this could be one of the reasons Elon's daughter, Vivian, now no longer wants anything to do with her father.
Oh.
Vivian recently filed to change her gender and her name, and she specifically mentioned her desire to distance herself from her father. Vivian, whose given birth name was Xavier Musk, turned 18 in April, and in the court document she filed in Los Angeles County, she expressed her wish to be recognized as a female and legally change her name to Vivian Wilson. But what's interesting is that Vivian listed her reason for the name change as gender identity.
She's stupid. I mean, he's stupid. I mean, why would you want to do that to yourself? Like, nah, I mean, you can do what you want to do. I get it. Like, you can, you know, if you want to be a horse, it's cool. Do what you want to do. But you're going to disown your family like that. Like, you're going to get to a point where you're like, dang, I wish I had some of my daddy's money. That's very entitled. That's what that is. Very entitled.
And the fact that I no longer live with or wish to be related to my biological father in any way, shape, or form. Screenshots of Vivian's court documents are now making rounds on social media, and fans are speculating whether Vivian decided to cut all ties with Elon because of his problematic views on gender pronouns. Neither Elon nor Vivian have ever publicly talked about their relationship. However, fans are speculating that Elon's attitude about preferred pronouns might be the reason his transgender daughter wants nothing to do with him. In another tweet, he complained about the aesthetics of pronouns, writing, "I absolutely support trans, but all these pronouns are an aesthetic nightmare." And now that Elon's transgender daughter has publicly stated she doesn't want to be related to her biological father in any way, shape, or form, fans are calling out Elon for being transphobic and pushing his daughter out of the family. One fan said it's worth mentioning that if Elon Musk in any way loves his daughter, he'd stop saying transphobic shit.
Whoa. Whoa.
I can't imagine having Elon Musk as a father and coming out as trans, one Twitter user said. He has spent the last year subtweeting his own daughter and pushing transphobia. What kind of deadbeat father do you have to be to make the life of your own child a living hell like this?
Now, Now, I'm no Elon Musk, but when you have a tribal mentality, like his first wife, when his first wife explained that he has a tribal mentality, this I have a tribal mentality. Now, if one of my kids want to feel like, well, my dad don't spend enough time with me because he has a lot of us, and I want to be something different now, and I don't want to be around my dad because he says transphobic shit. I guarantee you, when that little motherfucker gets older, they're gonna be like, I actually love my dad. He did everything right. Like, this is just entitlement. Fucking entitlement. I'm not saying a person can't be what they want. Nigga, do whatever the fuck you want. But you go fuck up the whole family's name. You go fuck up the tribal's name. You go fuck up the tribe just because you don't like the way the head runner is moving things. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, it doesn't make sense because it's just your fucking father, right? It's like, well, not everybody clicks with their father. Okay, well, no, be a difference. But when you're a billionaire, a quadruple billion, you sending fucking rockets to fucking space. That's not normal. You're not the average kid. And instead of you taking that and using that to better life and civilization and move it forward, you want to take it and move with your own. Like, my dad doesn't like trans people. And he didn't say anything about trans. He just don't move with the fucking pronouns or whatever, right? And it's just fucking crazy how people take some so little and just make this drastic fucking story off of it. So I don't really like, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, when you have a tribal mentality about things, you're on it. You're not trying to let it go. You're not trying to fuck up at all, man. Like, you just really want to see it go through. I heard a story that Elon Musk was like, bro, I'm willing to risk it all to do it all over again. He was willing to risk it all to send rockets up to space. Like, he was that determined. Yes, that can make your kid not like the father. Because, Dad, we're supposed to be living in our big high-rise house. No, we got a mission here, son or daughter. Like, sometimes it's just bigger than what the kid may actually be thinking. And they just all in their own feelings. But they got money. The family got money. The little kid will be beyond taken care of. You know what I mean? I guarantee he going to change his name back. It's going to happen. It always happens. Do you know kids have a 90%, with trans kids have a 90% return rate, and pretty much like come back to themselves. Like, they're like, I don't really want to do this no more. It's like a 90% crazy ratio, right? So we know they'll come back, right? And I'm just trying to help people out with understanding, like, without having a vision, without having a tribal mentality about the things that you want to see happen in life, you're not going to have it. It's not going to happen. All the big billionaires on the earth literally have some type of tribal mentality. They literally work on their tribe. They literally build things for their people, right? I don't mean to make it sound like for their people, but I hope you get what I'm saying here. For the people, I'll say. But anyway, people, I just had to come by and bother y'all for a second and drop some jewels on y'all. You know what I mean? I just really thought that was a very impactful. Oh yeah. And Jeff Bezos' wife is a real one, because she actually thugged it out with that man. She saw his vision. She saw the man's vision and actually said, you know what, hubby, I'm going to get with you. We're going to build this company to a multi-billion-dollar company, and we're going to live. Now, of course, they got a divorce. And she walked away with like $50 billion, like $50+ billion, gave $20 billion away. She's have like $39 billion or something like that, right? She gets married to a high school English teacher or something like that. And Jeff Bezos, he ended up getting with Lauren Sanchez, the chick from Fox 11. Damn, that girl's. But anyway, definitely, you know, it just kind of shows you how you can see someone's vision, and help them move forward. So I appreciate you guys, like, you know what I mean, just seeing a vision and being able to get some gems. But whatever you do in life, man, have a vision with it and stay motivated behind that vision. Like, you should always have a vision for the things that you're doing in life. And if you have no vision, then it's like, why the fuck am I doing? Like, vision can be inspired, vision can be seeing passionate about something that you can see forward, but the vision is seeing it through. And sometimes it's not for everybody else to see, it's just for you. You know what I mean? Oh man, why nobody fucking with me? Why nobody jumping on board with me? Sometimes it's not even about you. It's really just all about letting people see your vision, just putting it out there. It don't have to be all perfect and shit. No, man, it got to be perfect. It don't have to be perfect. It don't have to be perfect. Just put it out there. And you'll learn as you go. Learn as you go. Learn as you go. Everybody did it. Elon Musk had to do it. Jeff Bezos had to do it. I mean, come on, man. Anyway, got some new soft music in the background. That's my favorite song in the background. I see Miss Carmen. I see Miss Carmen. Y'all just walked into the Dirty Harvard Radio. I'll take all your requests. Leave them in the comments. Any requests? Thank you. Now we are back. I will make sure you understand that this is beauty. Soft music in the background. I'm working on my radio voice. Soft music in it. Them niggas be sounding deep as soft music in the background, you know. So hit that dial. Hit that dial. I wish I was Arlebo. I wish Arlebo was here, still here with us. Hey, it's Arlebo. Hey, it's Arlebo. All right. That was Cheeky, locked up in San Quentin. She said she got some muffins for her Joker. Shit. But definitely, man, you know what I mean? I just want to spit that, you know, to you guys. I really wanted to make this podcast built around billionaire women and how billionaire women see vision in their husbands, or women who work with their husbands and they become these big, huge conglomerates, you know? So, so I want to do a voiceover too. I'm going to... does Tone have a Spotify? Yeah, I think it is. I think it's Tone. I think it is. I think it's Tone. I think it does. I think it's Tone, something like that or whatever. But, you know what I mean? Make sure y'all understand, no matter what, every day, you know, to the ladies, you don't have to get to the bag so hard, ladies. You can let us get to the bag hard. Nah. And you could just stay home and be beautiful and just have some hot sweet when I get home. Yeah. Oh, I thought they was gonna come back in. My bad. Anyway, let me get to this. She said, I'm all for that. Would be right by us. Let's get it. Now I gotta get the hubby for all that. She said, let's get it. Now I gotta get the hubby for all that and all that. You know? I'm telling you, you know what I mean? Like, honestly, y'all be y'all be going at the bag hard, man. I don't mind it, though. I mean, nigga ain't knocking, you know? That's the thing. Y'all be thinking, like, just because a dude say somebody, he's like, oh, well, the woman can't go get a bag? No, we're not saying that. It's just that, you know, work is made for shoulders, not hips. And your hips is way too beautiful to be out here in this working world, man. You know? But hey, to each his own. I'm not trying to change nobody's life. I'm just saying, them hips is made for beauty, man. See, y'all don't have no idea how much, like, you know what I mean, like how much you women can like turn a man into a billionaire. Like women can make a man a billionaire, or you can make him. Well, you can't make a man. I'm not gonna say that, but you can definitely help influence, help with the inspiration, because you guys are very inspiring, right? You know, women are inspiring. You know what I mean? Definitely when you see that ass, that ass inspiring. She's aspiring me, but women are inspiring. Beauty, lust, just loveliness. I don't think you guys like really understand how beautiful you are, and the fact that you can make, well, not make, but you can help a man become a billionaire or centenaire. She said, "Yes, I do and will." Yeah, you know what I mean. I think that's the whole thing. You know what I mean. That's the biggest thing. Like, I want to be able to show. I noticed the other day, like, I don't want to be like the male well, the woman basher type dude, right? I just want to be able to talk to y'all, like, and kind of like show y'all examples of women actually making it happen, and they're getting with the guy that most women won't get with, Jeff Bezos. I'm sorry, Elon Musk. If Elon Musk didn't have billions of dollars, he would not be as attractive as he is. Come on. Tell you, Jeff Bezos' wife. Jeff Bezos wouldn't be attractive as he is without billions of dollars. Look at Jeff Bezos. I'm just saying, sometimes when you get with, and these are guys who got with women, got married, became wealthy, and then got divorced, and nothing happened. They all built. Everybody's happy, right? But the reason why the women got divorced by them, because the man was probably fucking hoes, like left to right. I mean, come on, you're a billionaire. You got so many fucking options. It's ridiculous. But that lets you know you're charting uncharted waters. But my point is, women, you guys can build a legacy with a man. And the average woman, if she's working, making $40,000 to about, I would say, $50,000 a year, she's not going to have enough for retirement. So it would be best for her to get with someone who's making a significant amount of wealth. I'm not saying it got to be $100,000, because $100,000 in California ain't shit. So I want everybody to know that $100K in California ain't a goddamn thing, right? It's not, because the price here is living is fucking crazy. My dog is a trip. This dude is a trip. But this dude's a trip. But definitely, like, 100K in LA is not a big deal, right? But 100K in somewhere else would be a great. You know what I mean? Ladies, you gotta find someone you want to build with. You know, instead of finding someone you want to love with, find someone you want to build with. You know what's crazy? You guys got to watch this show called, what's the episode called? Beef. And this show called Beef is so dope. They throw so many dope gems in this movie. It's ridiculous. I like what they talked about when they said, because the man had cheated, and the mother said, why do you keep bringing it up? When you bring it up, you make it exist. You bring it inside. Don't say nothing about it. Just let it be. We already had a conversation about it. Just let it be. I don't want to keep reliving that situation. And I thought that was so important, because the family was still together. The family was still together. So sometimes, sometimes you may have to, like, if you get with a high value guy, you get with a high value dude, you may have to waive some of the bullshit. I mean, how you gonna beat that? Anyway, that's a whole nother convo. You know what I mean? She said, I'll take the 40K and put a good chunk behind his passion, the funding, great support, and hard work. Make it all worth it. I'm telling you. She said, right, Cali is expensive. It is, man. It's fucking expensive out here. It's crazy. They got crazy with it. Like now, the normalcy to live in California, you got to make over about $250,000 to $400K, and that's the basic. That'd be like normal living. And I mean normal living, like your kids go to a great ass school, like I ain't gonna lie, my kids go to a magnet school, but like at USC, University of Southern Cal, but like, a lot of these people, like, you really have to make substantial amount of money to be able to make it in a place like this, right? So my thing is always wanting to build with someone. And I see too many women wanting love and wanting this infatuation of love that's never fucking, like, it's gonna die out, ladies. Look at them. Look at Elon Musk's wife, ex-wives, and still getting wives. Anyway. Carmen says, if you forgive him, then forgive him. And don't bring it up again. If not, move on. That is true. But the crazy part is, Carmen, that men cannot deal with a woman doing that on him. And people like to say, see, we're not equal though. We're not equal. We're not. Men and women are not equal. We like now women are getting more paid than men now in the working field, right? Women are getting taken care of. Like, we're not equal. There's no equal. Don't ever think that we're equal in this country or in life, period. Biology says we're not equal. There's things that no one's weaker than the other. That's the point. We're not equal, but no one's weaker than the other, right? It's like we're on the starting five, right? We're going into the game. Yeah, I might be point guard, but you're shooting guard. You know what I mean? Yeah, I might be playing small forward, but you're power forward, right? You see how, like, there's no job. It's not like one is better than the other. It's just that they're very fucking different. You know what I mean? Miss Carmen, you know this. I've told you this, that if there's a party and they're having a yacht, I gotta pay to get on that yacht or have some type of fucking status. You, ladies, y'all can walk on that yacht, no problem. That's double standards. It's just different. The world works different for us. Miss Carmen said, nah, y'all can't. Your ego gets in the way. You cannot want the woman or job she has, but don't want her to have it someone better. I want her to have it someone better. No, I don't think. No, y'all can't. Your ego gets in the way. You cannot want the woman or the job has, but want her to. No. Like, I get what you're saying. Like, I don't think it's ego. Like, nobody's fighting for your job or your position. It's just that if a man, it's not built on credentials, right? It's what I'm saying. Like, if me and you went to the same job, Karma, and I qualify for the position, full qualify, and you don't, they would still give you the job. As facts. Miss Karma, if you went to a job and a white guy applied and you applied as a black woman, they would give you the job. That's called affirmative action. It's just kind of tough though. It's just kind of tough in the world. You know what I mean? Like, when you can help a man become a billionaire, you know what I mean? You can do so many things. Like, ladies, you guys are so strong, man. You guys are some of the most beautiful thing in the world. But, you got half of the other women make women look foul. Just like dudes, right? Nah, y'all, you fucker. Y'all this motherfucker, right? But Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, they make up 1% of men in the world. They make up the 1%. You know who makes up the top 5 to 10? Athletes, politicians, all of them. That's like now you're at the top 10% of men. The next 10% of men are making over 6 to 7, maybe 8 figures, right? That's top 20% of men. I just gave you top 20% of men. The rest of the men ain't getting no pussy. 30% of the men from 20 to 30 are virgins or have never been out or have never had sex. Like, it's fucking crazy. I know it's fucking crazy. But ladies, that's what's going on. So that means a lot of the ladies going after the same type of dudes and wonder why all dudes ain't shit. No, the niggas you fucking with ain't shit. It's just that you're not going there. You walk past the guy that's at Starbucks. You walk past the guy that's the manager at Target. You walk past those dudes all day. You don't give those dudes time of day. So of course a dude, when he does find something or find a woman to take him serious, it's like, whoa, I just hit a championship. I just hit the market. Right? But no, you want the nigga that got the 7 figures, that got the bag, that's taking nice trips. You want that dude. And I'm like, well, understand that man has a lot of fucking options, because there's a lot of females that want to be in your position. He got way too many options. Kwame says, manifesting that billion and some true love. Shoot, I'm shooting for it all. No, you're right. But what is love? Love is an action, but what is love? I don't think love is a feeling. It's not a feeling. We all make it a feeling. Love is not a fucking feeling. It's not. It's an action. Love is not an emotion. Infatuation, affection, intimacy. All those are emotions, right? Love is not an emotion. Sometimes people conflate chemistry with emotion. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, chemistry with love. I think people they have a high chemistry and they're very infatuated with each other's conversations, and then it kind of turns into that, like, I'm in love. But what happens a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years after that? Is it still love? Or are you just dealing with the person? Because love turn on and off. But I'm not going to stop dealing with this person because one moment I'm mad at them, I don't love them at that moment, and then the next, like, I'm not going to, no, because love is up and down. So I can't put my trust in love. I got to put my trust in the vision. I got to put my trust in where we're going in our life. What type of goals do we have set up for ourselves, right? Because we're going to go through our ups and downs. That's just a part of growth. That's just a part of life. That's just a part of building a legacy, right? Not fucking Rome wasn't built in a day. The Great Wall of China wasn't built in 2 days. I mean, come on, it takes time. I'm pretty sure that they had trouble building the Great Wall of China. They had many troubles getting that shit built, but they stuck to it. Sometimes they loved it, sometimes they hated it, but they got through it. And that's what I'm saying. Most people need to fight for legacy. They need to fight for vision. And most of y'all don't fight for legacy. Fight for legacy, man. Who do you want to be a part of? What type of legacy you want to leave? What type of legacy you want to live? Man, that's fucking crazy to me, man. Motherfuckers choose love over legacy. How you gonna choose love over legacy? You think the women that had their kids by Elon Musk, you think they loved Elon Musk? No, they chose legacy. I'm being straight. They chose legacy. Elon Musk had like 4, 5 wives already. Nigga got like 10 kids. They chose legacy. Oh, but we gonna talk about Nick Cannon all day and his 10 kids, but won't talk about Elon Musk and his 10 kids. That's contradictory. That's fucked up. That's choosing. Niggas choose what to fucking talk about nowadays. Niggas choose to do that shit. You know what I mean? And I'm with you, Miss Carmen. I ain't trying to go back against you. Like, I'm with you, right? I'm with you. I understand. I truly understand what you're saying. You know what I mean? But I just, like, I don't think love is like, A man doesn't like what you equate love. A man doesn't see that as love. A man's love is him providing for you, provision and protecting you, him being a leader over you, him setting up a legacy for your family, for the family. You know, I mean, that's how like a man really loves you. Like a man will always come home to you. He will always confide in you. Like that's like it's an action. It's an act of love. Like it's an action, right? But the way you guys show love is a total different way, which is affection, which is feeling, touching, all those things. But I call that affection, I call that intimacy, I call that chemistry, right? It's what gets the panties wet, you know. Yeah. She said, "I'm back." Had to come get a taco. No, for real though. Like that's like to me, and I know that can be conflated, but like love is an action. You know what I mean? Like I see why women don't want to be held down in a relationship, because most women don't know how to treat a man. They don't know what a man needs. And then you got some women raising men, and those men that are being raised by women are the men that get with the look. You know what oh my God, I just saw this today, man. The 30% of men, there's 30% of men that would get with the 304s, that would marry a hoe, that would marry the dirty bitch. Like they would. They're the less of the pile. Those men would actually marry a 304, right? But the majority of men who have some standards, they wouldn't. But that lower tier of 30% of men, that lower tier, that's way down here, no. They'll marry your ass all day. Now, they're going to do everything you want. They might not, they be real betas. They never had a piece of coochie in their life. But you can't have that same mind state to a man that's used to, like if you go around a man that has a lot of females around him and he's a billionaire, and you mean to tell me you want him to be monogamous? Come on. Too many fucking options out there. Right? And he's not doing it for the love of like, oh yeah, I'm a billionaire, I'm gonna just fuck these bitches. Nah, it's not like that. It's not on that type of level. You know what I mean? And most men, if they talk to 10 females, they probably only crack at one. So it's not like that. It's not that, you know, men aren't fucking like that, ladies. You guys get it like that, but we don't get it like that. We don't get it like that at all. So I'm just saying, see vision. If you're going to meet a guy, you want to meet a guy, know what his legacy is. Know what he's trying to do in life. You know what I mean? But that's my time. The band is getting louder. They're getting way louder. So I'm going to let them jam. And I'm going to see y'all in a minute. Y'all make sure y'all tune in tomorrow to Time to Float with your boy, Big J Smooth, the GOAT. And yeah, ladies, you guys are more than deserve, like way more than deserve to be taken care of. I believe you guys should be taken care of. Right? But attitude, presentation, aura, all these vibes tell a man something different, right? And the only thing I'm saying is you want to look at a man to be able to build. I'm not saying fuck love, but I'm just saying look to build a legacy over love. You want to build a legacy. You want to be with something that sets generational wealth or gives insight to that. Like, if you're going to be choosy in that lane. Oh, no, I'm not marrying for love because love will die out and blah, blah, blah. I'm marrying for legacy. Because that's what women do anyway. Legacy. Marry for legacy. You know? Don't marry the man, marry the legacy. People, thank y'all so much. I really appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a blessed one. I gotta get I gotta go back in and vibe with the band a little bit more. I gotta continue the session with them. But I just had to come give you guys something before I head out. But thank y'all so much for tuning in. Really appreciate y'all. Miss Karma, thank you so much for tuning in. And Miss Gabby, thank y'all. And to all you ninja watchers, I see you ninja watchers. I see y'all. I see y'all. People, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Really appreciate y'all, man. You've heard it, man. It's the Biz Ovation where vision and motivation meets. You know what I mean? Bye bye. So Friday is gonna be lit. I got a full panel on Friday of some people. It's gonna be a lit ass Friday. But this week has all been mindset week. I think we did last week and this week, but last week was mindset week and this week. So we did 2 weeks of just mindset, getting mindset right. Just talk to you guys about mindset. And then next week, we're going to do a bunch of relationship shit because we know y'all love the relationship talk and y'all like that crazy shit. So we're going to bring that back next week and look forward to that. Y'all have a blessed one. Really appreciate y'all, man. Take care, man.